100%. And I think it comes back to, how you define strength, so to speak, that way, right? Because if you define strength based off of bench squat deadlift, like a traditional powerlifting thing, yeah, it might not carry over the best to ninja per se. But if you define strength as force through the ground or force through the hands that way, there's a lot of different ways to train that. And I think that's where, we talk all the time about this return to sport versus return to performance problem that we see plaguing so many athletes where, plain and simple, they get cleared for sport, but, they're not actually at the level that they want to be that way. How do we bridge that gap? And I think some of those things that you mentioned can help a lot, right? Moving fast with intent, adding reactive elements to it. But the other piece I would say too, you mentioned like the Olympic lifts and different things that way. I don't like to think about things as heavy or lightweight on the bar. I like to think, how quick can we move it? Is it
Velocity.
fast or is it slow, right?
Mhm.
So, it might be a relatively quote unquote heavy weight, but if they can move it fast, I'm okay with that. And I'm willing to take some time and add that to our training block that way. And the other piece that I think is really essential to note too is you can train quote unquote heavy loads. You can also train, those high set count, low rep count, and not necessarily get super, super bulky. It just comes back to the balance that you strike within your training program